So I dreamt that I was still at my old job last night. I think in the dream I was trying to find a way to secretly escape. And so I was like trying to clear off my desk and finish up my work. So then I could like sneak out at the end of the day and then not show up the next day. That was the plan. That's so weird because it reminds me of the last time I had a kind of dream like that was when I finished college. And I had one last class to take over the summer. And in the dream, I was waiting on the results and then found out that I had failed the class. So here I was stressing about how to tell my parents that I had to take another semester at least, to finish my degree. And I woke up and I was still stressed out trying to figure it all out. And then I randomly remembered, oh wait, I passed the class. I'm done with school. What am I thinking? So this kind of feels like that moment a little bit. It was like, it was kind of a weird, stressful dream. But that's how we're starting Monday. But man, I stayed up way too late last night. So I slept in. It's like 8 o'clock now, but I slept in. I stayed up till like 12 or 1, which I normally do not like to do. But I was working on some new story ideas, actually, so it was good. It wasn't like not having anything to do. Interesting thing is because I used to always jump from one idea to the next. I'd be working on a story idea, stick with it for a while, then, you get bored, get stale because you get stuck in the middle somewhere, and then just decide to jump and start a new story idea that was more exciting, more fresh. And it would just, the same thing would happen over and over again. So I never finished enough things. So I don't want to do that this time. And I think a good way to do that is to just make time for the new story ideas, dedicate a day or two or something to really just enjoy writing them, but don't let them overtake the current projects. So yeah, something I've been thinking about. And then also use my weekend for other things, like more reading. I've got a few ideas in mind. I'm gonna try it this coming weekend. But right now it's Monday, so I'm gonna get some morning exercise in and then get back and do some writing. Yeah, and it's not hot yet, so I'm gonna enjoy this before the heat kicks up, because it's supposed to get hotter as the week goes on.
I actually spent more time brainstorming new story ideas for the rest of the day.
Doing a little bit of work, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna do a late breakfast, early lunch kind of thing real quick, and then come back and do some more stuff.
I didn't have much else to do, so I just wrote, watched horror movies, and wrote some more. A pretty uneventful Monday, honestly. Starting early today with a gym session. I don't know why, but my shoulder was feeling kinda kinky. But as you can see, I did some different exercises this time instead of my usual ones. Kettlebell thrusters, walked on the treadmill, and then did some quick hammer curls. It's been a while since I've done any isolation exercises, so I'm thinking I need to get back to those. After the gym, I stopped by a cafe to grab a chocolate croissant and a cappuccino. I just wanted to be out for a bit because I knew it was supposed to be a hot day later on.
Okay, alright, back in the car. Gonna head home in a second, but I just want to have a quick yap fest. Because last night I had another dream about leaving my job or being at my old job. And so that's 2 nights in a row, which is so weird. And I think I know why. I think it's my brain like subconscious, whatever, it's still catching up to the fact that I'm not at work anymore. I know it sounds weird. It's like, of course I know I'm not there. I'm living my new routine. It's obvious, but I guess some part of me, emotions, are still back in my old situation. And it's interesting because when I was still at work, mentally I was somewhere else. I was checked out. I was ready to leave. I was imagining myself being here in my new routine and working on comics and stuff. But physically, I was still there. I still was getting up, going to the office, doing the same shit day in, day out. And so it was really frustrating. It was like I felt trapped, like stuck in a prison where I know where I want to go. I have a vague vision of what's on the other side, but physically, my current reality is like I can't do anything yet to get up and move towards that. But now it's flipped, where physically I'm not there anymore, but mentally I think I'm still just processing that I'm not there anymore. And I think also part of that is because yesterday I was feeling like kind of stagnant, slow. I wouldn't say bored per se, but I just didn't leave the house at all. I mean, I went on a couple walks just in the neighborhood, but I stayed home, sat at my computer, and worked pretty much all day. I think it didn't help that I didn't go to the gym, that I didn't get out much. I think it's also the notion of, you quit your job to chase your dreams. It's actually pretty anticlimactic. Like, it happens, and then the world keeps on turning, and life goes on. And so there's just going to be slow days. Even when chasing your goals, and even though I'm actually doing something I want to be doing, and I'm so glad I get to spend my days how I want to, it's not about having regrets. I think it's still kind of a grieving process in a weird way. It's kind of like leaving a toxic relationship, right? You know it was the right decision. You don't regret leaving it, but some part of you is still mourning and grieving the end of something, even though you're starting something new. Just thinking about that, it's kind of funny. But I feel a lot better now, having gone to the gym and moved my body a bit, got out of the house. I'm gonna go home and shower. Yeah, I gotta not go to the gym because I feel weird. I mean, also I hate when I don't go to the gym on some days, even though it is like a day I want to take a rest. I still hate not being there. So that's the other thing too that's been happening is like now I have like a dilemma because I either want to stay home, be at my computer and be writing and coming up with new ideas and planning, or I want to be like active at the gym, taking care of my health and my body. And I love doing both of those things. And any time I spend on one takes away time I could be spending on the other. And I hate that because I want to do both. That was kind of what was happening yesterday too. It's like I wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to get out and be more active. But I just no, I just want to sit here and work and work and work and work. And I just couldn't physically make myself get up. It was a minute. I had to really, really talk myself into finally getting up and going for a walk. It's not a bad problem to have. It's I have two things I love to do. It's well, which one do I want to spend more time on today? So that's why I'm going home, because I don't want to be out when the sun comes out more. And I hope it goes cold again, because I don't like heat. I don't like hot weather. I like cold weather. Anyway, that's enough yapping for me. Okay, this feels so much better. Taking a shower just makes a difference. I think cleaning anything really, whenever feeling stuck or depressed or frustrated, I don't know, I feel like cleaning my room, cleaning myself, anything, just feels good, feels better. Anyway, let's get some work done.
It's my night to cook, so I decided on chicken burritos. I'm rewatching The Walking Dead in the background if you're wondering what that noise is. After dinner, I did some laundry because I was running out of clean gym clothes, and then relaxed for the rest of the evening with some more Walking Dead. I go to the gym later in the day because I didn't get up early, and I finally got notes back on the client project, so it was time to jump back into that. I did some more kettlebell thrusters, this time with a heavier weight, and then I do some heavy bent over rows. Follow that up with about 50 minutes of incline walking on the treadmill. It's another hot day, so an afternoon shower feels pretty great. I wasn't really hungry for dinner, so my folks went out and I enjoyed some cornflakes, which I haven't had in forever. And I spent the rest of the evening working on this client video. Next morning, I wake up and jump right into making the final touches on the video, have a quick breakfast and coffee, and then I go to the gym early enough in the afternoon so I don't have to deal with the afternoon rush hour. Another 50 minutes on the treadmill, and this time I think I walked at a faster speed, so I was feeling it. I can't remember what I did the rest of the afternoon because I didn't film much, but after dinner I had the best dessert of cornflakes and Coke Zero. Don't judge me. On Friday, I had an early appointment to get my car checked out because it's been having trouble starting up. So I kill some time in the waiting room and then walk to the downtown area, which is really just a big shopping center with a Barnes & Nobles, so you know I had to stop in there for a hot minute. It's actually pretty good. I would possibly recommend this book because I'm just skimming through it and it's actually really enjoyable. After finding out that it's going to cost about $1,600 to fix the issue with my car, I get home to send off the client video once and for all, and then I cook an early dinner. I wanted to go for a walk, but it was still too warm and I really didn't have the energy for it. And whenever I make dinner, it's just a chance for me to force my parents to eat high-protein meals just like I do. Tonight, it's beef and brown rice with a fried egg on top. Almost ready. Let's do some. Bruh, I am sweating in this house. That is crazy. That's just how hot it is today. So I'm going to take a shower and then just chill for the evening because tomorrow is supposed to be cooler, which I really hope so because I'm so over this heat. But yeah, it's hot. It's hot today. After a shower, I spend some time watching YouTube videos, journaling, and making changes to my Kickstarter rewards, and then watching some anime for the rest of the night.
I think this week I just felt a lot of frustration and feeling stuck. And why it drives me crazy is because that's why I left my job. That's why I left the old situation, because I felt like I was just stuck and not making progress. And so I'm out of that, and now I'm in a new situation, new routine, and I still feel stuck. So it feels like I'm just running in circles. Even with my fitness and my body, I just felt a lot of body dysmorphia this week, and impatient to, build more muscle, lose more fat, things like that. And so sometimes it just feels like the harder I work, the more nothing happens. It's just like, am I doing something wrong? Am I not supposed to make progress, you know? Why does it feel like other people have it easier than me? And just one of those ups and downs kind of go through. And so journaling about it helps a lot. And, you know, I just want to move forward. I want to make things happen. I don't want to be like coasting through life, not trying to do or be the best I can. Yeah, this was just a little bit of an off week. So try to do better next week and just get through it. And just to, I think, be more patient on my part. And I think not have my expectations so high, because I figured like, hey, you know, leave the job, chase my dreams. It's going to just be all like forward movement, hype, and energy. And it's not. It's just going to be some slow days. And that's normal. I think anything you take on is going to be, is going to have its slow moments. And so I think it's just getting through those and sticking it out anyway. But anyway, going to get back to my walk and also wrap out this video because this is Saturday morning. So the week 3 video is probably a little bit late at this point. So sorry, but we'll get up to you guys soon. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.